Hello YouTube, this is Frugal back with another Frugal Vlogs. Now often in these vlogs I try to answer your questions as much as I can, and a question that has come up time and time again recently, and I actually recorded this vlog, the answer to this question about 2 months ago and didn't like it and threw it out. The question that comes up more and more, probably the most common question is, should I get Xplane or should I get Fsx? Which one should I choose, Fsx or Xplane? I hate that question because there is no single answer to it. There's no good answer to that. However, I was just thinking about it. If you turn it around and you say, should I get Fsx or DCS? Or should I get Xplane or DCS? Then it's actually easy to answer because you answer by saying, it depends what you want to fly. If you want to fly fighters, you want to fly ground attack aircraft, you want to fly awesome attack helicopters, fully armed in a combat arena with things shooting back at you, that's DCS. Otherwise, it's Xplane or Fsx. So that really brings me back to the whole Fsx versus Xplane question. It all comes down to what you want to fly. If you don't have a sim yet, and you're looking at Xplane or Fsx, it comes down to what you want to fly and why you want to fly. I believe if you are training for a private pilot's license, so you're actually simming at home to supplement the education you're getting at the flight school, you probably want to be looking at Xplane. Because, here's why. I think Xplane has a much better flight model. The graphics out of the box are not as good as Fsx expanded. Now that's important. If you go and buy Fsx today and install it on your machine, it will not look like my videos. I have a ton of add-ons in there, add-on scenery, add-on airports, add-on weather, add-on color shaders even, to make it look a little bit better so it comes out well on video. Your Fsx out of the box does not look very good. Xplane out of the box looks better but doesn't. You know, you go to the airports and the airports don't have scenery. They're addressing that. They just announced the Scenery Gateway project, which is coming on soon, which will let you decide where you're going to fly and then grab the scenery for that airport and install it straight away, kind of on demand. But out of the box, there's no airport scenery in Xplane. You know, it's a little bit weak, but the flight model is awesome. So if you're a pilot, you're learning to fly, and you can only get one of the two sims. That's the key here. You can only get one of the two sims. I would say Xplane. If you're a flight nut and you just want a really good flying experience, you know, what is it like to actually fly? What does an updraft feel like? What does a thermal feel like? What is it like to land in a crosswind? You'll get a much better experience out of Xplane. But if you're looking at complex jetliners, you're looking at complex aircraft, you're looking for a platform that has a massive library of add-ons that you can invest in, be it scenery, weather, shaders, aircraft, and so on and so on, that's Fsx. That really is Fsx. There is stuff that is close to PMDG level in Xplane, like the Ramses Flight Factor stuff, the Ramses Flight Factor 757, the 777 that I reviewed on this very channel in Xplane are very, very detailed and almost at the level of PMDG, but I gotta say not quite. So if you're into complex airliners, system simulations, that's Fsx. If you want the sim that has the most add-ons and the most expansions and the most choice for you, that right now is Fsx. Ultimately though, I would urge you, if you're into simulation or getting into simulation, you want to pursue this as a hobby, I would urge you to find a way at some point to get both. Here's the thing. I fly Xplane. So I'll be flying Xplane, and I did it the other day. I took out the FlyJ Sim 727 for a spin, and I landed in a crosswind, and I've never felt anything like it in any sim on the planet. It felt so real. The aircraft was bumping and jostling, and it was really felt alive in those winds. And then as it glided down, you felt it crabbing through the air, and as the tires bit the tarmac, you just kind of felt it. It felt right. It felt like a sim. I never had that in Fsx, and so I have experiences like that in Xplane, and I think Xplane is amazing. And then I'll go fire up a live stream, or I'll record a video. I've been working on videos for this channel on Fsx, sorry. I'll fire them up and I'll look at the graphics I've got with Active Sky Next and with Rex 4 Texture Direct and FTX Global and FTX Global Vector and all these add-ons I've got, and I'll fire the sim up and I'll look at the screen and I'll be like, this is amazing! It looks so good. Ultimately, I think you need both sims, Xplane and Fsx. There is no competition. There really isn't a competition between the two. They are different sides of the same coin. You know, the coin being simulation. And to have a proper full whole coin that you can spend and enjoy, you want both sides of it. You want the heads and the tails. I'm not going to say which one is the tails, but that's my opinion. So if you're just starting out in simulation today and you want to know which one to get, Fsx or Xplane, look at the aircraft you want to fly. Look at how you want to fly. Are you supplementing training? Do you just want a really good flight experience? You don't care about scenery. You more care about how the aircraft handles in the air, the aerodynamics modeling. That's Xplane. If you're looking for a systems simulation with a wealth of choice, really good graphics if you extend it, but something you're going to invest a lot of money into ultimately to get it looking like it does on this channel, FSX. But find a way, if you possibly can, to get both. Just my opinion. I don't have a clear cut, this is better than this answer, because they're not. Each one is terrible in its own way, and each one is excellent in its own way. FSX sucks in performance. Sucks in performance. Xplane, very, very basic and sparse in its graphics and its scenery. Xplane will kill your machine. FSX will look like it's killing your machine, but it's not even making it sweat, even though it's chugging along at 10 frames a second. Yeah, they are both awful sims. They are both amazing sims. People are obviously going to put a comment in here today, also following this video, and say, what about Prepared? I haven't looked at Prepared 2 yet. When I look at it, I'll give you an answer. Anyway, I'm sorry. I kind of finished the video and then came back and finished it again. As always, my name is Frugal. Be sure to check out facebook.com/frugalsim and twitch.tv/frugalpete. Those of you who have been asking for a donate button to support me, to support more videos like this and more in-depth tutorials, you will find it on the Twitch page, twitch.tv/frugalpete. See you next time.